so warm and nice, can always enjoy the bliss of a forest. And thus many people went into the forest and started thinking, looking at the whole world from that solitude. What's the problem with human beings? Why are we here? What should we do? What's the purpose of this human life? Why God has given us this beautiful human life? So they started thinking about it. And that's how they went into meditative positions, meditative entry within themselves. And when they started meditating, they found out all about Kundalini, about chakras, and the deities that reside on them. Now these deities have resided from eternal times. We can say in the abode of God. They have all resided there. And then they were reflected on this earth and they incarnated just to give us a better and better awareness. We could have avoided all this. It could have been very easy if we had listened to God at the time of Adam and Eve. At the time of Adam and Eve, it was told that you should not eat the fruit of knowledge. Now that was not the fruit of the true knowledge, but the fruit of knowledge was the knowledge about the matter, the knowledge about things. So, as you know, the story is satanic forces worked, they lured both of them and they started developing themselves on the other side. That's how we made a mistake. That's why it is called as original sin. And that original sin has brought us to this brink now, and we have to go back. We have to go back within ourselves to find our roots. And that's why to improve on their mistakes and to improve on their ignorance. That's how the first ignorance was setting. The darkness of ignorance was setting because of that mistake. And then from darkness we had to come to human stage. When we have to come to human stage, we have to pass through all those different various stages of life where incarnations had to take place. So now, as you know very well, that we have incarnations placed within our centers which are not yet awakened. That means they are not in our attention. They are not to be felt in our central nervous system, or we cannot feel them on our fingertips, to be very, very simple. So they are there, but they are not acting according to our desire. We do not know them, and they do not listen to us. They do what is right for them, or what they think is proper. You have no connection with them so far. So the first thing is to connect yourself with those different stages through which we have passed. So the first, as you know, is the Ganesha stage. It is innocence. Innocence, the formless of innocence was made into Shri Ganesha. Because some nucleus has to emit that innocence. Now in the whole world, there are 8 such creations of the Mother Earth, and luckily they are in Maharashtra. You'll find Maharashtrian people on the whole are innocent compared to others. They are rather innocent by nature. And the reason is from the Mother Earth only the innocence is emitted. So the first thing is that within us, to establish innocence, we have to worship Shri Ganesh. So when you worship me as Shri Ganesh, the Shri Ganesha within you is awakened. You will see the result of that. So the people who are suffering, say, from the trouble of all these perversions, these modern diseases that have come, must establish their Shri Ganesh. If they cannot establish their Shri Ganesh, they cannot be cured. So their innocence has to be first established. If we cannot establish their innocence, we cannot cure them. First and foremost thing is to establish Shri Ganesh. And Shri Ganesh is made out of the Mother Earth element. So by praying to Shri Ganesha, we also establish it in a city, in a place like this place now is San Francisco, where I came here first. We had no puja, nothing. That's why the whole thing was just touch and go. I couldn't go deep into people, I couldn't go deep into the place, and so I didn't know how I'll be able to manage, because there is no education on this. People are not educated about it. But in India, immediately the first thing is puja. They will not come to my lecture, they will not come to anything. First is puja. If there's a puja, everybody is getting up 4 o'clock, having a bath, getting ready to come to puja, because they know the importance of it. That just your essence is awakened by puja. Essence is awakened, and to awaken the essence, you have to be there at a place where this is done, so that your essence is awakened. Now the trouble is, with ego-oriented society, it's very difficult to tell them about puja. They find it difficult. That's why we do not allow everyone to come to puja, for one reason, because as soon as they see something happening, their ego stands up. You see, and instead of doing anything to them, the barrier is so much that I can't just do anything about it. The barrier is too much in their ego. They have their own ideas, their own conceptions, their own feelings, and it's impossible to penetrate deep into them. So it's a waste. And if you cannot receive the vibrations, I feel the pain in my own centers, because the deities, you see, get so annoyed and they don't like it, and they think that why mother should waste their energy with these people who do not understand about puja. So I want to prepare you beforehand that you keep yourself open. Don't allow your ego to come out. It's nothing for me to gain, it is for you to gain. Keep your minds open. The trouble is, at the time of this Sahasrara opening, his brain, everybody's brain is upside down. It's impossible. You try to turn it and they jump on you. It's a big problem for me. It's the biggest problem, because all other incarnations came, they didn't have to do this difficult work of making you something. Just it was to awaken within you a awareness, like Christ had to awaken your Agyachak. Alright, He's crucified Himself for the same reason, He resurrected Himself for the same reason. It was a very hard life for Him, and for the mother it was even worse, no doubt. But still, one should know that this is a very hazardous thing, to transform people and then to establish them, create out of these little seeds a huge big tree of a saint. Now in the same way, we have got Moses, so we have got Abraham. All these great saints are in our world. They are the gurus. And on a Guru Puja, when you worship me on a Guru Puja day, that time these are awakened within you, and you become a master. You become yourself a guru. You yourself know so much. Even I don't have to tell you, I don't think I have talked to people very much in private or explained to things. But somehow they have become so much full of knowledge. It's rather surprising how they understand. Like I was talking to Yogi Mahajan, and he was telling me what's the problem is with human beings, and you see, he was telling me how we cannot relate to them and all. It was interesting, because my father did the same to me. I said that he's my first guru and all of you are my second gurus. Because I don't understand human beings. See, for example, this homosexual business, when Gregor, with very great reluctance, you see, told me through somebody else, I really fainted. Actually, I couldn't understand what's happened to them. Now what am I to do? And I couldn't eat my food for 1 week. I felt so bad about the whole thing, like my own children were not. If you have a heart of an intense mother, you can understand what she feels about it. And I knew they are in for trouble. I knew everything is going to be very, very hazardous. But it doesn't matter. By God's grace, everything will be all right. I'm sure it will work out. So first we have to establish Shri Ganesha. First of all, we have to establish Shri Ganesha within ourselves, and Shri Ganesha in this place called San Francisco. Alright? That's why we have to first do the Shri Ganesha's puja. Then secondly, I told him that if possible we should do little bit of Shri Vishnu's, because he is the one who gives us evolutionary power by which we can evolve ourselves and evolve others. So we have a little time for Shri Vishnu's Puja. Also they do Havanas and all that for Shri Vishnu's Puja, which is very good to clear the atmosphere sort of thing. But we'll do next year all these things, perhaps maybe, because just now we don't have those arrangements. But that would be a very good idea too. And then thirdly, they want to do the power, the puja of the Shakti, the mother, because unless and until you have power, even if all the deities are there, you'll be exhausted, you won't be able to work it out. So the third is of your own power, of your kundalini, of the power that is going to work out this divine work. That's how we have three puja. But none of you should get into an ego trip. Please keep your ego on one side. Just now see for yourself how it works within yourself. You start feeling good, you start feeling better vibrations, and you start feeling much better and healthier within yourself. So just keep yourself open. It is you who has to achieve something, not me. I don't have to achieve anything. So you better make use of me. Because I'm here only for today and then I'll go away. So make best use of me, and that's why I said as many as possible try to call the people over here will be a good idea. May God bless you.
We keep our attention on the Sahasrara. We be in silence for 2 minutes. We can sing all together 3 great mantras. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Mahalakshmi Mahasaraswati Mahakali Trigunatmika Kundalini Sakshat Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Kalki Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Kalki Sakshat Shri Sahasrara Swamini Moksha Pradaini Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Bolo Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi ki Jai. Jai Shri Mataji. We bow down to Shri Mataji. We raise our Kundalini and put into abandon.
Jai Shri Mataji, everyone. We were going to start with a little joke, but it hardly feels appropriate after such a beautiful meditation. Thank you so much for that, Uncle. Wow, there's a lot of people. Always good to see. So many people from all over the place. So we have come from Australia. which is a 26-hour journey approximately. And and it's always so nice to see everyone, get an opportunity to see the whole extended family and, you know, talk to everyone. One thing just before we get started, I just thought of an experience just because we're talking about Sahaj marriage and all the marriages are happening soon. In Melbourne, we have a fortnightly program for new young seekers. So during that program, what we do is we just bond with the new seekers. We, you know, explain anything new about Sahaj, and we try to explain Shri Mataji, because once they understand and they accept who Shri Mataji is, then that's it, they're in, and it's as easy as that. So just before coming here, we were explaining why we were coming, because it came out that we were doing our wedding now, the fourth. I mentioned that it was the fourth wedding, and and obviously them being Aussies, traditional Aussies, they were like, why are you spending so much money doing 4 weddings? And then I just thought, all right, let's just explain. So we then started explaining that, okay, so in Sahaj we have marriages, and how it works is Shri Mataji didn't want people in the same collective looking at each other as potential partners. It's just that I just brings a whole sort of negativity into the collective. So she was very fixed on the idea that she didn't want that. But then she also wanted marriages to take place in Sahaj, so she decided to do arranged marriages. So obviously this to them was mind-blowing, and they were like, but why? You know, it seemed like love is such a pure thing, you know, all that. And it was interesting when you have to explain it to someone completely external. You have to have your foundation set so strong and a good understanding of why Shri Mataji introduced Sahaj marriages. And we ended up going on this long conversation about it, and we explained that every couple in the ashram at that stage, and there were 7 couples, and everyone is a mix. Like, the guy would be American, the girl was Australian, Italian, Australian, Madhava, Australian, French again, and Australian, Bhargav. Lots of people, lots of different couples. And we were talking about how it's such a big mix, and there's so much beauty in the fact that it's a huge mix. And by the end of the conversation, the new seeker, one of the new seekers, was like, wow, I'd really love to come to Cabella at some point, which we, you know, it's such a goal to bring a new seeker to Cabella. So I think we should all try to do that, try to get as many new seekers as you can and bring them to Sahaj, and you know, with the goal of bringing them to a big international puja like this. Yeah. So now let's see introduce the first act.
Jai Shri Mataji, everybody. Before we start, dear Mother, we humbly seek your permission and your blessings for tonight's performances and the wedding announcements. Thank you, Shri Mataji, for giving us so much love and so much joy. We can never thank you enough. Thank you, Mother. Jai Shri Mataji. So our first act is the Daglio Bhajan group. So if all the Daglio kids could come up on stage.
Jai Shri Mataji, everyone. We are all the people you see now on the stage. We are all the children of Daglio. We had 2 wonderful weeks of children camp and 1 wonderful week of Yuva camp, and now we would like to perform one Ganesha bhajan. Jai Jai Bolo, Jai Jai Bolo, Jai Jai Bolo, Jai Jai Bolo, Jai Jai Bolo, Jai Jai Bolo, Jai Jai Bolo, Jai Jai Bolo, Jai Jai Bolo, Jai Jai Bolo, Jai Jai Bolo, Jai Jai Bolo, Jai Jai Bolo, Jai Jai Bolo, Nirmala Ganesha Jai Jai Bolo, Shivananda ki, Shivananda ki, Jai Jai Bolo, Ashtavinaya ki, Shri Mataji Nirmala Devi. देने सब सहज को, निर्मल भक्ति देने सबको। शक्ति सबको। जय जय बोलो निर्मल गणेश की, जय जय बोलो शिवानंद की, जय जय बोलो अष्टविनायक की, श्री माताजी निर्मला देवी। जय जय बोलो अष्टविनायक श्री माताजी निर्मला देवी। Jai Jai Bolo Ashta Mataji Nirmala Devi, Shri Mataji Nirmala Devi.
So, as the people over here, we've always enjoyed coming to Daglio. And, okay, sorry. Do you guys all hear me now? Okay. So as the people over here, we've always enjoyed coming to Daglio. And after the pandemics, like we couldn't come for like 3 years, which made us miss Daglio a lot. And ended up in us writing an original song for Daglio. And this song describes it. So we hope you enjoy the song. "2019, the campus just ended. 2 weeks of having fun and making friends. Splendid. See you next year, my friend. I'm gonna miss you. Little did we know, cover would be an issue. 2020, the camp's still here, but no one's gonna be there. Maybe next year. 2021, our patience is diminishing. Perhaps just maybe COVID will be finished. 2024, united once more. Back in a place that we most adore. Surrounded by this beautiful, luscious terrain. That's right, it's time for Daglio again.
People of the world come here as one big family. Children play together, they feel free. The beauty of the nature is inspiring and unique. Is there any better place to be? Is there any better place to be? Now that we're here living our lives, we've come to realize that we don't want to go, that we don't want to go. Even though we won't stay here for long, one day we will return. That's all we need to know. That's all we need to know. So I find myself in harmony. I see the stars looking down on me. I feel the breeze running through my hair when the sunset shines so true and fair. When the clouds open up to free the moonlight, when we sing by the fire and dance to the night, that's when we know our soul is at home. We learn who we are when we're never alone.
Now that we're here living our lives, we've come to realize that we don't want to go. And even though we won't stay here for long, one day we will return. That's all we need to know.
That's all we need to know.
Now that we're here living our lives, we've come to realize that we don't want to go. And even though we won't stay here for long, one day we will return. That's all we need to know.
That's all we need to know.
To Daglio again, Daglio again, Daglio again, Daglio again, Daglio again, Daglio again, Daglio again. So I find myself in harmony. I see the stars looking down at me. I feel the breeze running through my hair, and the sunset shines so true and fair. When the clouds open up to through the moonlight, when we sing by the fire and dance to the night, that's when we know our soul is our home. We learn who we are when we're never alone.
Wow, that was brilliant. So just for some context there as well, so they played 2 songs, and the second one was original. So given the age, I mean, that's incredible. So a round of applause. So a couple of reasons why that was so incredible. So if you look at the song as a whole, it started with a whistling section. By the way, you should do some classical whistling. But it started with a whistling section. It then had a rap section. It had a ballad section. It had like a powerful, it had a lot of dynamics on it. It was a full-on song, like completely a whole song. Like a massive round of applause. And also massive props to the guitar as well. Tommy and Mikhail. And everyone else, of course. But beautiful. And when it's an original, you're looking straight into the mind of the artist. So it's beautiful, beautiful, amazing.
All right. So could we, thank you so much, guys. Can we please close the curtains? And can we ask Diana and her children to please come to the side of the stage? So before we continue, we are going to watch a video, the Daglio video, and we'll ask Jafar to come here and say a few words as well.
You can play the video.
Mother, I'm not this thought. Mother, I am thoughtless.
When I come to Daglio, we do things together which are just completely unforgettable experiences.
Daglio has such brilliant activities, from bracelet making all the way to playing cards and making brilliant new friends.
Daglio for me is adapting in situations, just like the tent where it was broken, and with my friends I managed to fix it with some sticks, and hopefully it'll be fine.
We just had a meditation in Mother's living room, and it was a really, really nice experience.
Right now we just went with the children of Daglio to Mother's living room, and it's such a blessing to meditate in her living room and have all the vibrations.
All the hard work that goes on in the kitchen quickly transforms into joyful bliss when so many children come up to you and give you tight hugs because they've enjoyed their meals so much.
In Daglio, the teamwork and the team spirit is so amazing that I've never seen ever in my life.
In Daglio, we got detached from so many things except one thing, which was difficult to understand, the size of vegetable to cut. This is very small, this is very big.
Daglio can give so much joy. The children, their activities, their talents, their friendships, and above all their music.
And for me, from that joy, it's about the immeasurable depth that we are so privileged to experience here in Daglio.
Mother, I am not this thought.
Daglio needs your support
to achieve
Mother's vision,
Vibrations, attention,
financial support.
So I didn't know that we had to say something, so I haven't prepared anything. Last year, Jafar did an amazing job of a presentation video for Daglio, and it ended with "Come to Daglio." So this year we had 108 people coming to the camp, 100 officially, and 8 day boarders, because we have a cap of 100 people who can come to Daglio. So we thought we'll change the message for this year to support Daglio. And if you go on the website, www.daglio.com, you'll see what kind of support we need in Daglio. It's ongoing. We are the aim is to fulfill Shri Mataji's vision for Daglio. So for those who don't know, Shri Mataji bought Daglio in 1992. Soon after, she bought the castle, and her attention has always been on this very special place, which is known in Italian as lavaggio. So that is the place where you go to cleanse yourself. And we've been having children's camp for many, many years. And as you can see, it's a lot of fun and a lot of joy and a lot of depth. So the message for this year is support Daglio. Thank you, Jai Shri Mataji.
It's not much to say now. I can just say, I mean, this year I was in a children's camp, and it was 2 weeks of pure joy. It was really, really wonderful. And I can tell also, I mean, I was working there, you can see. I was not just there for having fun. And even to work, it's not work. It's just a wonderful experience. I mean, you saw the pictures, you saw the panoramics. It's really, really wonderful. And yeah, so to all the adults, would be really nice if you support Daglio, if you would also join for this 2 weeks. It's just a wonderful experience. There's not more to say.
Thank you so much. If you haven't had a chance to go up to Daglio, I would recommend it. It is so beautiful. It's very close as well. So if you have a chance, even in the next couple of days, please do go. I remember Shrimaji always wanting to go and have picnics. Actually, Auntie Amalia, that lives with us, she would make the sandwiches for Shrimaji, and they were the best sandwiches ever. And so please do go. And next up, we have a classical ballet performance. Their names are Nirmala and Surya. So yeah, enjoy.
Brilliant, brilliant performance. The motor skills, the elegance, the memory, outstanding. Another round of applause. So now this year we're doing something slightly different as a team. So it's the second day of announcements. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing section of performances, then a few announcements, then another section of performances, and then announcements. It's an experiment, so we'll see how we go. We'll see how we go. So before we get started, as we generally start announcements, we're going to start with an arati to Shri Mataji. So many of the couples from last year know to come forward for the arati, so please come forward. And we can all stand up for arati. We can all bow down. Now to represent all of us, given that we have many weddings in Ganesha Puja every year, we have one couple here from Melbourne, Auntie Anu and Uncle Paul, and they'll be representing all of us offering a garland to Shri Mataji. And they will be celebrating 25 years of marriage.
Now we would like to invite the International Marriage Committee to please come on stage.
Hello. Okay. It works. Jai Shri Mataji. Hello to everybody. And welcome to this second evening of announcements. So yesterday we did 71 announcements, and they were mostly for the yogis and yoginis who were supposed to be present here. Today we will do 80 more, and mostly they will be for yogis who are not able to come. So it will be a bit different, and just for you to know, tomorrow we might have, let's say, 5, 7 more additionally, depends on what we are able to do. And on Friday we will announce the remarriages, because usually the couples who come for remarriage, they might come just before the weekend, and we'll take that chance for them to bow to Shri Mataji on stage before all of you. So why we are doing these announcements? As you know, Shri Mataji used to arrange marriages in ceremonies and during pujas all over the world, and the marriages would happen at international pujas and would happen only for the people who were there at the puja. So mostly the marriages, the applicants were yogis and yoginis who were present at the puja. Recently, as the collective has expanded a lot, and yogis also are maybe traveling a bit less to all the pujas internationally, and there is also a bit more of an economic difficulty, but also geopolitical difficulty in getting visas and so on. So, as International Marriage Committee, we have decided to extend the matching process also to yogis who cannot come to Cabella, to give them the chance to get a match. And of course the process is just the same. It's what Shri Mataji taught us, what Shri Mataji instructed us to do, and only the people are not present. So, as I said, we will announce, and as usual, we will have the presentation on the screen. It will be a bit less dynamic because we will not have to wait for the people to come. We will not see them. So we will clap. We will celebrate. We will play some drums. And then we'll move to the next. That is why also we are doing in batches. So we will do around 30, another 30, and a final batch. And in between we will have some music and performances. Okay. So, well, another important announcement is the opening of the castle. So, I'll just take the timings so I can tell you exactly. So from tomorrow, the castle will be open for all the yogis to visit Shri Mataji's living room. So yogis can go there, they can meditate in Shri Mataji's apartment. And the living room will be open from 9 to 12 and from 3 to 6. So if you want to go there and meditate, know that tomorrow it will be 9 to 12, 3 to 6. On Friday, it will be from the end of the oven to 12 and from 3 to 6. On Saturday, it will be open only in the morning from 9 to 11. And from Monday, again, 9 to 12 and 3 to 6. It will also be open on Tuesday for those who are going to be here from 9 to 12 only. So, this announcement is over. And now we can start with the announcements. Are you ready? Okay.
I hope so.
All right, we start with the first announcement from Zirakpur. The deck is there? No. Deck is ready? Okay. No. From Zirakpur, India, Akhilesh Munat, and
a girl from Gurgaon, India, Shruti Mittal.
From Nashik, India, Aditya Anil Patil.
A girl from Hinganghat, India, Aditi Vijay Wag.
From Sydney, Australia, Rupesh Jalinder Karande.
From Nashik, India, Shruti Dhananjay Dhumal.
From Bengaluru, India, Chaitanya Govind Pawar.
A girl from Pondicherry, India, Aswini Subramanian.
From Pune, India, Shubham Ramesh Satone.
Not to mix the girl.
Yeah.
A girl is from Sangamner, India, Sayali Uttam Hajari.
From Derabasi, India, Shikhar Walia.
With the girl from Nagpur, India, Kalyani Premgiri Goswami.
From Nagpur, India, Aditya Sahu.
With girl from Indore, India, Parinita Shrimal.
From Vadodara, India, Rupesh Kumar Yadav, and
with girl from Indore, Madhya Pradesh, India, Rashi Nagda.
from Nashik, India, Harish Bhagavan Mohale.
With girl from Pune, India, Mrunal Ganesh Gaur.
From Hyderabad, India, Lalit Ravindra Jamotkar.
A girl is from Pune, India, Kiran Chandre.
From Nashik, India, Sandeep Bhagavan Mohale.
Girl from Amaravati, Maharashtra, India, Deepali Ashokrao Kambale.
From Ghaziabad, India, Vivek Sharma.
With the girl from Karanal, India, Priya.
From Sydney, Australia, Daniel Kodhami Samalki.
With Pune, India, Deepali Rohidas Gawade.
From Nasik, India, Dhiraj Dattatray Bhargave.
With Firozabad, India, Poonam Verma.
From Saharanpur, India, Rajat Shiva.
With Pune, India, Darshana Dilip Rao Yawale.
From Chandigarh, India, Nirjar Ahuja.
With the girl from Dubai, United Arab Emirates, Archana Meena.
From Shanti, USA, Ravi Acharya.
With girl from Wellington, New Zealand, Sonika Chauhan.
From New Delhi, India, Somshekhar Walkarkar.
With Nagpur, India, Surbhi Prasad.
From Cota, Colombia, Daniel Octavio Cortés Ardila.
With the girl from Chouf, Bahrain, Hana Haj Shahade.
From Mahmudabad, India, Nitin Mukesh Varma.
With the girl from Talanu, India, Anshu Arora.
From Malatya, Turkey, Ismail Korkut.
With the girl from Hatay, Turkey, Shafak Mansur Güler.
From Ahmedabad, India, Vishal Kaushik Kumar Modi.
With the girl from Delhi, India, Puja.
From Kiev in Ukraine, Kiev, India is not, sorry. Vavilov Yuri.
With the girl from Ankara, Turkey, İsminiz Çetiner.
From Dharamshala, India, Manish Kumar Naria.
With the girl from Rajim, India, Pragya Sahu.
From Pune, India, Dhanashrey Yogaraj Barhate.
With Himachal Pradesh, India, Muskan Juban Putra.
From Chennai, India, Shobit Shivare.
With the girl from Ashburton, New Zealand, Te Awina Clark.
And the last for this session, from New Delhi, India, Vinayak Narang.
And from Margao, India, Anushri Hallur.
Okay, thank you. And now we give room to the next piece, the next session. And we'll see you soon.
So So next up, we'd ask Auntie Catherine to please come forward. We have a presentation on the William Blake House project. If the tech team could put up the presentation, please.
Blake did something very generous. He was the most accomplished artist of his day, if not of all time. But I'm a fan, I'm a devotee, if you like, in that he used every means available. Separately, he was a master of all of them, but he put them together, and he put them together in these illuminated works.
He was drawing, he was painting, he was coloring, he was creating, he was printing, he was doing everything, really. He was writing songs, he was singing them. So it's a poet and a singer and a musician and a painter and a printer. Such a multi-talented personality.
And so any interaction you have with his works is a way of creating a sort of, it creates a conduit for us to enter into that space.
All I can say is that we did an 8-hour reading of Jerusalem, a group of 20 of us. And that fired me. It was so wonderful.
And William Blake's such an extraordinary character because he has the gravity of a prophet, but he has that complete uniqueness of an artist.
They're absolutely inspired by that, and they feel compelled to work at what they are getting in terms of messages from beyond the ordinary. And I think all of those things were present in Blake's life, and over time it's become apparent how great his work was and that he was dedicated to the eternal, and that's where art comes from after all.
And then as I discovered Blake, I was able to learn a little about the emanation of the giant Albion, which he wrote for a period of 17 years in South Moulton Street, which is the very location of the museum, of the proposed museum in the West End of London.
After all, Blake lived there for 17 years with his blessed wife. And what did he do? He wrote this poetry, he made these drawings, he engraved them, he used this print. You know, he led a saintly life there with his wife, dedicated to art.
When I saw the room, the 2 rooms where William Blake and his wife Catherine lived, I was astonished. They lived in this small area, 1 floor of the Blake house, lived and worked and cooked and ate. And of course his work was full of really potent things that they had to make in order to make the colors, in order to do the printing. And so that is poverty. However, it's also poverty with extraordinary inspiration, expression. And so for me, that gives great hope. You know, we've become very accustomed to expecting things being done for us. And so in an education center, I would love young people to see how much can be done from the heart, from the spirit, from the soul, whatever the circumstances are.
And that it become a hub of culture, current culture, alive today, but inspired by Blake's eternal work.
If there was another place where people could meet, which is a place dedicated to Blake, that would be such a source of joy for the whole of London and for the whole of England. Maybe the whole world would be happy.
I do pray and hope that that house will be saved for the young people of this nation and for the rest of us.
And I think we have a duty to recognize him fully absolutely now.
But first and foremost, to celebrate the joy of his work is the key, and the liberation that it feels with people. So he must be the greatest artist in England who's ever lived, and that recognition needs to be given to him.
William Blake lived here. I was really glad, and I took the picture with the Blake and I sent it to my secondary school English teacher, and he was really glad I managed to be around here.
Can we please have the presentation up? Just the first slide. Auntie Catherine, can you please come and speak to us about the project? Can we please have the presentation?
It was there for a second.
So the video we played last year, just to announce that there's a project underway to be able to secure the last surviving London home of Sri William Blake. It's right in the centre of London. If you know London, it's Bond Street Tube Station, so really at the heart of London. It's a Grade 2 Georgian building, and it's been there since the 1790s. And Blake lived there for 17 years at the height of his creative powers and where he created his most famous work, including Jerusalem, the emanation of the giant Albion, and Milton, a poem, where the famous words of Jerusalem come from. And we've been discussing with the owners of the property for the last many months now, that it should, instead of a private residence, which was the original plan, become an international heritage centre, a bit like Rembrandt House in Amsterdam, Mozart's house in Vienna, and Dante's house in Florence. And we think it's high time William Blake deserved to be recognised with his own house and to tell his story. His work is known all around the world, probably better known internationally. His work is in 56 galleries around the world and in private collections, and can sell for about £1 million to £2 million on the rare occasion that they come on the market. So although he wasn't known in his own day, back in the early 1800s, and they were considered him mad because he was talking about enlightened things, and he illustrated enlightened things. So this is just since last year when we created the little video, thanks to Gabrielle. This is just to show you the business plan we put together, and show you what was the sort of vision for the house as could be. And with your attention on, maybe that will be. So you can see Mayfair is the most expensive place in London that William Blake chose to live. But we are suggesting that that would be part of the cultural quarter that's planned. And you can see it's not far from Buckingham Palace and all the big major art galleries. So it would fit really well in there for visitors coming internationally. So we can go to the next slide. So this is the house as concept drawing by one of their artists, Kashmir Sonia. And this is how the building kind of looks today, but how it could look with a little bit of William Blake, House of William Blake signage. And quite a prestigious looking building. So we'll just go to the next slide. So it's a tall Georgian building. There's 4 floors in the basement, and this is how we envisage the floors of the house could look. Quite similar to when you go and visit any other historic houses, but of course this one would really have the living energy of William Blake that people really resonate with and who love Blake around the world. And so that we'd aim to have a cafe, social place in the ground floor and basement. And in the first floor, recreate Blake's living room and his work, where they used to have the big star wheel press and print off some of these great works that we love today. And then in the next floor is tell his story, either in a traditional exhibition style or something more interactive, something more immersive as well. There's no one better than William Blake to be able to have an immersive experience because, as we know, he was talking about all these other dimensions. So that's just roughly the layout, and we'll just go to the next slide, quickly go through. So that's, on that floor, what could be done. It's not a big building, but you could have a really interesting spiritual experience, because many people know that Blake is very, very special, very holy person. So we'll go to the next, please. The next slide, please. So this is just a nice recreation of how the rooms could be. And this is a lovely illustration by Nick Tobias. And they lived a very humble life, just in 2 rooms, creating these most iconic works, living and working together. They didn't have any children, but they just constantly produced work that people in the future would recognize and understand the true story of the human being and the journey of the human being towards a more spiritual path. So we'd hope to recreate so a visitor can come in and really feel they're walking right into the moment that Jerusalem was being created or printed. So we'll just quickly go through the slides and just show you. Yes, the inevitable gift shop. This is just a wonderful idea that people can take a little bit of William Blake home with them and have it in their home. And obviously his work is so iconic and beautiful images. And that would hopefully be done very tastefully, and whatever the items are. These images are actually from the Fitzwilliam Museum, where they did an exhibition called William Blake's Universe recently that was attended by thousands of people. So you can see what can be done, and we'll just go to the next slide. A feature would be to be able to see the printing process. William Blake invented a printing process so that he could put his message out in both word and in image. And it's the same printing process that Rembrandt used 200 years earlier. So it's a very basic printing process, but very advanced in its day. It was the height of technology that Blake had introduced to be able to mass produce his work. Why did he, as an artist, want to mass produce his work? Because he had a very particular message he wanted to share with people, which is as today. So for people to be able to make a print and take it home, that is very special. It's a very popular offering at Rembrandt House too. It's one of the most popular where people can actually print themselves. So we see that would be really good for this house. So we'll just go to the next slide. We'll just run down. Yeah, and we really like the idea of an immersive experience on the top floor, so that people immediately go into that space, that dimension. And there's many, you can see some logos there. We've talked to these people who are specialists and who are very sensitive to the arts world, so they could recreate some of this vision that we have for this house. And the next slide. Again, we're very excited about the immersive idea. You can see. Even just really looking at William Blake's painting, we get that immersive experience. But it'd be quite lovely to really bring it to life, because he always wanted that his work was shown on a larger scale, but that wasn't possible in his day. So So just go through the next slide. And this is just the top floor. We felt would be a nice interactive space for writers to come, artists to get ideas and share or have little small gatherings. And it's a really, that's just gorgeous energy, that top room of the building anyway. And the next. Well, these are, yeah, this is all the work that William Blake actually did in those two little rooms in London. It's a massive amount of work. And as you can see, a lot of his more famous work, the Pilgrim's Progress and the Virgil woodcuts and so on, Canterbury Pilgrims. So a lot of work. And that picture is taken on the first floor looking out. So Blake would have had that view in his day. So it's exactly as it was. It hasn't changed much. So next slide, we'll just run down. And these are just little clips to show that even when Blake was living there, he was really important that he put that mark on. He'd say published in South Molton Street. And this is really very special because a lot of artists don't do this. But you can see there's lots of letters and references even in his work where he's put William Blake, South Molton Street. So we really can place him physically living in that location with Catherine. So next slide. And here he is. This is a sketch made of Blake while he was living in that building. And you see he knew that in his day people would not recognize him or recognize what he was saying. And he said, I labor upwards to futurity, because he knew that in the future people consciousness would grow and they'd recognize and they'd feel the message he was giving us, which we can feel today. And so ultimately, the vision would be to have a Blake Centre. Shakespeare has a study centre now after 30 years. But this is just looking much further ahead. And all the names there, these are Blakean academics around the world. And that's just a very small list of the total list. And that could be something where people could come and study or paint or be more inspired by Blake. And next slide. Yeah, and of course the next step of Blake study, not just academics in universities, but we've got our own Sahaja Yoga study. This is recent books by Lewis and Carol Garrido, who have gone into Blake's work and now enlightened these works. So we can really understand what Blake was saying, which is a very Sahaj method. So this is a whole new area of study on William Blake. It's quite exciting. And this is just, again, vision for where do we go with this ultimately. In the 2027, it's the double anniversary of William Blake's birth and death. So all the Blake groups, and there are many in London, UK alone, there's about 9 other Blake groups, we're all getting together to celebrate. So if anybody has any ideas for entertainment or writing or competition, we're going to have a whole Blake Fest in 2027. And then ultimately, we'd love to be able to see a Blake Museum in the way you've got Van Gogh Museum. That would be something much further down the line and much needed, I think, just to have that exist in the world. And the next slide. And this is us. We put together the William Blake Fellowship so that we could do more of this type of work. We actually look after and clean and maintain William Blake's resting place, because if we didn't, it would grow over with moss and dirt splatter and worse. So we go up every 6 weeks, we get on our knees and we wash, and then we offer flowers. And it's so nice now because other Blakeans love the idea, and they've asked us, can we volunteer to clean it as well? So they really like to come. And we hear such amazing stories from people who really love Blake and who use Blake as their spiritual nourishment. Really incredible stories of experiences they've had through William Blake. And we put on author talks, we put on Blakean inspired and spiritually inspired events as well. So this is us. So if you have a desire to help us, that would be great. We are very welcome, someone who's got social media skills, website skills, and we are recruiting for trustees for the William Blake Fellowship. So yeah, if you have a desire to help and manifest this particular, the House of William Blake, please do give it a bandan. So that in this weekend of Shri Ganesha Puja, that may there be no obstacles to this project becoming a reality. So if we could give a bandan to that, please, that would be most grateful. So thank you for your time and attention.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Auntie. So moving on to the next piece. So I'm sure many of you heard the sound check. So we have Akash and Hassan. So round of applause for Akash and Hassan. Akash will be playing sitar, of course, and Hassan will be playing tabla. Everyone knows that, of course. They're quite famous. So just before we get started, I just wanted to share, I was talking to Prasad earlier, and we were talking about art. And he mentioned, he was talking about his expression of art and how he teaches, and he tries to allow people to express themselves. So he teaches principle-based rather than do this, just copy that exactly. And it just reminded me of one of my favorite quotes about art and music. So it's very, very simple, very small. It basically just says, art decorates space, and music decorates time. So yeah, that's a beautiful phrase. I didn't make it, but it's a nice one. So without any further ado, Akash and Hassan. Another round of applause.
Shri Mataji, I just would like to offer a prayer, just small. Listen to your advice last year. I try to improve by doing riyaz, and I'm grateful for your support and every day that you encourage me to do more, and the way you give me ideas after meditations, it let me grow and inspired me. And I thank you so much for encouraging me. And I'm always grateful to you, Mother. And I love you. I'm going to play Rakeshri, which is set to Tintal 16 beats. I'm going to start Vilambit, which is slow, and then I'm going to do the Drut. Thank you, Hassan Bhaiya, for accompanying me.
Just before we start, can we get everyone who's outside at the back to please move away and stop talking? Can we have volume on the tabla, please?
This is the second composition given by both compositions given by my Guruji Pandit Avanindra Sholikarji. So the second composition starts from the 7th beat.
Thank you for that, Akash and Hassan. Another round of applause for both of them.
Now can Annabelle come and give us the announcement for tomorrow?
Hello, Jai Shri Mataji. So as you know, the hosting countries for Ganesha Puja took over. So there's some things that still have to be done. First of all, most important is this transport team. It's suffering because we don't have drivers, like not even to bring people to the castle. So if you have a driving license and a car, please, please, please help the transport team. It really needs your help and a bit of petrol. That would be great. Then temple team, we're in here right now. What happened today? We were cleaning and we saw a bottle of glass broken in the back and people stepping on it, which is not great. So I'm sure that when glass falls in your houses, you just clean it up. So maybe in the temple we can do the same. There was also loads of cups with tea and mosquitoes on it on the floor, loads of water spilled everywhere, and I don't know. We can treat the temple better maybe, that would be great. And same for the shoes, it's not really nice, they're all there in the front, at the entrance, sorry. So if you can please treat the temple as your home, because we invite the goddess here every night. And talking about entertainment, entertainment needs to borrow a guitar and a harmonium for performances tomorrow. Okay, don't laugh. And then also for performances, please, Mamta, Vema Dance, and Viveka Mate, please come on the side of the stage because entertainment team was trying to contact you. Sorry, just last thing. For tomorrow, there's an interesting day. Morning meditation, it's always the same time, same lunch and dinner. I'm not going to say that. In the morning at 9 a.m., we have music therapy with Anandita. So give it a shot. I'm sure it's going to be great. And also at 9 for children, we have children meditation. And from 10, finally, puja registration starts. So if you have to register, go to the desk. And lunch, you have a siesta, and then at 3:30, children's Sahaj discussion. I'm sure that's going to be so much fun. And at 5, we're going to have marriage procedure discussion for the couples, friends, and obviously family. Finishing with the marriage topic, I think we're going to have more announcements. Thank you so much. It was long. Lots of love. Sorry. So this is marriage applicants session. We have Thursday at 9 a.m. the castle. It's for the boys. It's for the boys. So Thursday, not girls. Sorry, I don't know. Okay, the first one is for the girls on Thursday, 9 a.m. and 11 a.m. same place. Sorry, in the fountain area for the boys. I'm terrible. Sorry. I messed up. Okay, yeah. Maybe somebody can repeat it, maybe later more correct. Yeah, check the notice. It's going to be put there. Whatever. Okay, sorry.
Cool, thank you for that, Annabelle. All right, so we've had a... Yep. So there's been a change of plans. To cater for our international yogis who are listening in, we're going to complete all the announcements in one go now. And then following that, there will be 2 more performances, and then that'll be the night. So would like, yep. Yeah, so stay. There's 2 more, so stay. And now would like to invite the IMC.
Thank you. So now we'll move forward. As you have seen, and as Sahaj was saying also, many of these matches are from India. In India, it's 3 o'clock in the night. So we'll try to make it a bit faster. So after each announcement, maybe we can make an applause if you want to do some little drum, but not too long. And I would like to invite just a few minutes Uncle on stage. Uncle, can you come on stage? What?
Jai Shri Mataji. I request Mr. Marco to continue his matches reading. Because it is already very late and most of the people have already left Pendal. So please continue. I have certain things to tell, but I will tell maybe next 1 or 2 days. Today, because it is late and those who have not come in the other countries, they are all sleeping. So, Mr. Marco, we request you please continue.
Okay, Uncle, thank you. Kate, can you come? So the next, I think, 18, 20 matches are all from India. So I will just say the city and the name. From New Delhi, Surya Singh and
Gandhinagar, Jyotirmayi Pradhan.
from Kolhapur, Akshay Patil and
Nagpur, Yamini Sridhar Bhatkulkar.
from New Panvel, Alok Pradeep Sarang.
Girls from Pune, Anjali Kishore Dhamecha.
From Bangalore, Manoj Kumar Pandey.
And from Delhi, Prerna.
From Sagar, Aniruddha Garodkar.
The girls from Surat, Swati Kundaram.
From Hyderabad, Vinay Pandey.
The girls from Bangalore, Akakini Agnihotri.
From New Delhi, Vishal Kumar Dhiman.
From Pune, Manali Anil Yendhe.
From Bhopal, Pratik Dharmadhikari.
And the girl is from Meerut, Akshita Sharma.
From Lucknow, Shardesh Kumar.
And from Nasik, Pooja Sanjay Wagh.
From Gurugram, Jatin Arora.
And the girl is from Ahmedabad, Monica Subhash Patil.
From Piparia, Tarun Shri Beohar.
And from Gwalior, Padma Kushwa.
From Mumbai, Utkarsh Bharat Pandya.
And from Delhi, Jhankar.
From Pune, Mahesh Indurao Patil.
Girl is from Kopargaon, Swati Manohar Patil.
From Vashi, Dhiraj Pachupate.
And from Amravati, Namrat Gajanan Rao Bhajane.
From Baramati, Mithun Jagannath Gathave.
And from Kolhapur, Swati Ananda Kaushik.
From Nashik, Mahesh Tete.
From New Delhi, Mosumi Rai.
From Pune, Abhishek Chaudhary.
And from Bhilai, Garima Agrawal.
From Chopda, Swapnil Dilip Shinde.
The girl from Alibag, Chaitrali Balkrishna Mestri.
This is not from India, but is from Muscat, Oman, and name is Nikhil Khanna.
With girl from New Delhi, Varnika Bains.
From Bangalore, Shailesh Kumar Sinha.
And she is from Ghaziabad, Awadhi Akela.
From Qingdao, Li Qiang.
The girl is from Shanghai, China. Chu Shaoling.
From London, UK, Sandeep Poshakwale.
Nagpur, India, Shweta Ramesh Rao Singh Sangidwar.
From Dharamshala, Tushar Motilal Jadhav.
She is from Delhi, Garima Meena.
From Hyderabad, Venkata Satya Raghurambadam.
The girl is from Dharamshala, Nityesh Chaturkar.
From Pune, Ganesh Satish Kolase.
The girl is from Melbourne, Australia, Tanya Sharma.
From Ludhiana, India, Anushil Bhalla.
The girl is from Moscow, Russia, Maitreyi Hiralal Chaudhary.
From Pune, India, Sanket Sanjay Kisar.
The girl is from Dhule, Pooja Hiraman Wadile.
Again from Pune, Paresh Milind Narkhede.
And from Pune, Pooja Sanjay Radhe.
From Pune, Ankur Bardia.
She is from Pondicherry, Apurva Sarkar.
From Shanghai, China, Tian Pei Yu.
The girl is from Meerut, India, Navanita Das.
From Indore, India, Jayant Daune.
She is from New Delhi, Parineta Gupta.
From Pune, Swapnil Manikrao Dhotrampalli.
Girl is from Delhi, Chandi.
From St. Petersburg, Russia, Alexander Slivnev.
The girl is from Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, Marina Lopes de Andrade.
From Bengaluru, India, Rajiv Gavane.
She is from Indore, Pooja Sharma.
From Lugansk, Russia, Taras Umsky.
The girl is from Moscow, Russia, Tatiana Andreeva.
From Wiesbaden, Germany, Manikandan Ramaswamy.
The girl is from Mumbai, India, Prakriti Singh.
From Solapur, India, Ravindra Parappa Motagi.
She is from Indore, Hemlata Motiramani.
From Nagpur, Akash Banabakode.
The girl is from Piparia, Divyansha Biohar.
From Delhi, Ashish Mathur.
She is from Malegaon, Priyanka Rajendra Gaikwad.
From Bengaluru, Griyosh Das.
She is from Gurgaon, Priyanka Kumari.
From Nalla Sopara, Rajvardhan Bhagesh Desai.
The girl is from Pune, Tanvi Devendra Patil.
From Kozhikode, Sit PV.
She is from Pune, Shweta Kalidas Vital.
From Pune, Rishikesh Dattajirao Desai.
The girl is from Melbourne, Australia, Siddhi Makwana.
From Sharjah, United Arab Emirates, Amritesh Rai.
The girl is from Chennai, Shri Lakshmi Chandran.
From Mumbai, Kapil Perumal.
From Meerut, Nitya Sharma.
From Beijing, China. Shao Jin Jun.
The girl is from Osaka, Japan, Lee Mia.
From Nagpur, Rijul Badrinath Pujari.
And the girl is from Indore, Mayuri Bahe.
From Gangakhed, India, Eknath Ashro Balangote.
She is from Vadodara, Bhagyashri Kishore Poddar.
From Nashik, Arshal Ravindravani.
The girl is from Latur, Vidya Satya Dev Gade.
From Belo Horizonte, Brazil, André de Sousa Ladeira.
The girl is from Novosibirsk, Russia, Maria Pavlova.
From Guangzhou City, Qin Chu Xiong, China.
And the girl is from Qingdao, China, Chen Wen Xiong.
We studied a lot to say these names, you know. From Northwest Delhi, India, Mohit.
And she is from Bangalore, Kumari Niharika Singh.
And finally, the last match for tonight, from Belo Horizonte, Brazil, Wendell Alan Freitas.
With girl from London, UK, Sakine Sahin.
So thank you all for your attention. Again, thank you to Shri Mataji. Oh, wow, wow, wow. So for all those who are here and have received the match, the IMC team will be at the castle tomorrow and also the next days, of course. And the registration desk will open on Friday. So all the sets and everything will be ready from Friday at the basement, at the first floor of the castle, where the office is. So you can come there and register and take your from 9 o'clock. And tomorrow at 5 we will have a session as usual on Thursday, where we will be here and answer all the questions that you have about marriages. So thank you very much again. Night is young, I think. You still have a lot to listen to. Okay. Jai Shri Mataji. Bye.
Thank you, Uncle Auntie. Please
Thank you
don't
so
go.
much.
We have 2 more acts, just 2, and then you're free to sleep.
Okay, so we would like to welcome May. May is going to... She's going to perform a Chinese fusion dance for us now, and she's going to say a few words before the performance.
Jai Shri Mataji. First of all, congratulations to all the couples. Good evening, everyone. My name is May. I'm from Macau, China. Today, I will bring you the artwork, Phoenix to the Light. The style of this dance is Chinese folk dance fusion contemporary. And the music I use is from a Japanese artist called Himikami. Yeah. Phoenix is a kind of bird that goes through all the difficulties and heads straight to the light. And this is my goal. I hope you will enjoy. Jai Shri Mataji.
Amazing. All right, another round of applause for May. So now we're down to the final act. So it's going to be a bhajan.
Is this working? Yeah.
Yes.
Can we ask Anya and her band to come on stage, please?
So just while they're setting up, we just thought we'd do a little bit of a, I guess you could say, a classical music party trick. Okay, so many people are aware about classical music, but Indian classical music specifically, but the problem is, a lot of the time we box it into this religious sort of vibe where you can only meditate to it, you kind of enjoy it, you know, but it's kind of limiting a personality to only their dignified spiritual, you know, personality. But they also have a sense of humor, they have a playfulness about them, so we're going to try to demonstrate that playfulness to you. So what we'll do, can we get the camera on the phone?
That's how you give it to me.
If it's possible to zoom it in. All right. So, we're going to demonstrate improvisation, but in a way that you'll understand. So, I'll sing the section of the composition, and then I'll talk in English, so you guys will know what is improvising and then what is coming back to the composition. So, hang on, give me a sec. Technical difficulties. They're in C sharp, so I'll just tune to that. Okay. So if we can get the camera, no, it'll come up automatically. So what we're going to do, so you have a composition. So this is going to be in teen tal, 16 beats, okay? The composition that we're going to do starts on the 7th beat. So much like how Akash had it. All right. So if you can see the numbers. Okay, so you can boo at me when I get it wrong. Full on, I'll tell you boo, and you can boo, okay? So someone give me a topic of conversation. Someone just give me a topic of tea. Okay, I'll talk about tea. So the composition starts on 7. 2, 3, 4, 5. Bijuri chamke barse, bijuri chamke barse. Okay, starts on 7. All right, so at ISPS, you really don't get a lot of, I guess you could say, tasty food. So what we used to do, we used to take whatever we could get, even bread, and then we used to bring that to the dorm, make tea, and this sounds gross, but we used to dip the bread into the tea, which was just weird. So that's improvising, right? We're just talking about that specific topic, but you're limited to talking about tea. You're not supposed to talk about anything else. It's not just doing whatever. Okay, so I don't know much about food, but here we go. So there's 2 types of tea. Okay, there's more types of tea, but I know black tea and herbal tea, and I much prefer herbal tea. Okay, give me another topic. Huh? Pizza. Okay. So my favorite type of pizza has to be diavola. Diavola? Yeah, diavola. So those of you who might recognize music, that was a tihai. So I did diavola 3 times and then came to the composition. So Siddhi and I always argue. Obviously, she's Italian. So we always argue about what's the better pizza. Is it Pizza Hut, Domino's, or is it Italian pizza? And you know, I have to say, Italian pizza has really grown on me. It's just the best. All right, another topic. Melbourne? Okay, I know Melbourne, so I'll talk about Melbourne. Flowers is a bit tricky. I only know like 2. Okay. So Now what we'll do is I'll improvise only from 1 till 6. So even more limitation, okay? So, okay. Siddhi and I both live in Melbourne now. Okay. And I really love Melbourne, and I hope Siddhi does too. I actually started learning classical music in Melbourne. And I started learning from Uncle Nick. He's a saxophone player, but he also plays bansuri, clarinet, tons of instruments. And he was a bit annoyed at me for a bit because I bought a clarinet, I bought a saxophone, I bought a bansuri, and then I just got so distracted when I just fell in love with the sitar. It was just the best. But really, we've sort of been everywhere because we lived in Dubai. My sister and I went to boarding school in India. So we didn't really feel like we belonged anywhere. We were just kind of lost. Then once I moved to Melbourne, I really felt, yeah, this is home. And so did Shiv. And now Siddhi, of course. One more topic. Siddhi! Oi! Good one. So, Siddhi is my wife. Originally Italian, now Australian. And yeah, I like to think she's really enjoying Melbourne and really enjoying the Australian life. And now we're getting married as well on the 4th of September. Yeah. I mean, for the 4th time, the 4th of September, which is pretty cool. And I can't wait for it. I'm excited for you to hear my vows. So as you can see, she's done a beautiful job with her hair and her sari. It's just incredible. And I have to say, the words of the composition, Bijli Chamke Barise, which means Bijli, lightning, electricity. Chamke is shining, and it's going to rain, because the rag is about the rain. It's called Miyaki Malhar. And there's lightning all over. Look at that. Look at that. It's amazing. I messed up. Boo, boo, boo, boo, boo. I messed up. It was too exciting. I got distracted. So I hope that just goes to show how fun classical music can be. Because you improvise, you're fixed to a specific topic. You improvise within a certain, restriction. We restricted ourselves to 6 beats, and then we just did whatever, restricted to the topic. But that's the real beauty. That's the real fun of classical music, and that's why I fell in love with it. And I hope you all do too. So, okay. Still going. What should we do? Joke. Oh, okay. Someone's phone. Let's see if there's a screensaver.
No.
The screensaver is...
Oh,
it's open.
It's open. Oops. Maybe we should lock it.
Maybe. Yeah.
Should we?
Everyone say cheese. Okay, if you've lost your phone, please come collect it here. You've seen it on the live stream. Oh, there we go.
Talk about the first weeks or months of your marriage.
Sorry? Okay, now Siddhi would like to do the classical demonstration.
Let's go.
No.
Actually, I've learned so much in the last 2 years. I knew nothing about music. Zero.
Okay.
With the first night we got matched and we've known each other our whole lives, basically, since we were 6 years old, because we went to Dharamshala together. And when we got, so I knew how he was as a person, very funny, always joking. And we were chit-chatting, and it had been a couple of hours, and suddenly he becomes so serious, and he goes, "So music is an important part of my life." And I go, "Okay, yeah, okay." I didn't know anything about music. And then he suddenly goes, "So I have to practice minimum 2 hours a day." And I started laughing because I thought he was joking, because he was joking till then. He became so serious. I was like, "Oh no, what's gonna happen now?" And he was like, "No, you need to understand. I really need my 2 hours a day." At the beginning, I didn't understand. But after 2 years, I completely understand. The dedication I've never seen in anybody, ever. And also the talent. So you can't stop that talent. So if you have to do 2 hours a day, you've got to do 2 hours a day.
Grazie, grazie.
Anya, are you ready?
Leo? Leo, ready? Okay. More life stories.
Oh, gosh.
You know what? Actually, let's do a little quiz. Why not? Okay, I'm going to quiz Siddhi in front of everyone. Let's go. Easy. We'll start with Dals.
Okay.
Da din din da da din din da da din din na da da din din na da.
Tintal.
Ah, Tintal. How many beats is in Tintal? 16. Okay. Din din na di na di na din din na di na di na din din
7.
na di.
Rupaktal.
Rupaktal. Very good. Hey. Okay. Let's see who can get this one. This one's a bit hard. Din da da din na dun na katta da da din na din ada chotal. Straight away, high five. Nail it. What else? You already got them all. Okay.
No,
Dina, dina, dina, dina, dina. You knew it. He's not Siddhi. Mateo, good job. Jafta, yes. Very good. Okay, now you sing a rag and I'll guess.
See. Next year.
Next year. More stories. Finish the tal. One more tal.
I can't finish it all.
Oh, okay.
So actually, I want to say something. Matteo and Machi originally are Bharat's best friends. When they heard I was getting married to Sahaj, they were the happiest people I know, because they knew they had direct access now to Sahaj. And Machi and Sahaj text more than we text each other.
Machi.
Basta adesso. They're
Basta.
ready.
Okay, we're good to go.
Okay.
Bigger round of applause.
Oh
चरक तेरे बढ़ना हमेशा
चरक चरक तेरे बढ़ना हमेशा
चरक तेरे बढ़ना हमेशा पचमे में बारन आई बाला झूले लालन पचमे में बारन
पचमे बारन आई बाला झूले लालन He's a bunch kalangan, damadam masta kalangan, arida dambe amber, damadam masta kalangan, arida dambe amber, mola meri, mola meri, mola meri, mola meri. Hop hop.
Thank you so much for these beautiful bhajans. And to finish off the night, let us say the 3 great mantras all together. Yeah? Yeah.
Tvameva sakshat Shri Mahalakshmi Nirmala Devi Namo Tvameva sakshat Shri
We can all bow down and raise our kundalinis.